Good day, everyone. Now, welcome back. I've got a bit of a mess here, and if you haven't seen my previous video, do watch it to see how I got this. This was just unmixed, well, I mixed two different types of resin, same company, but it didn't set on me, and I had them in these little coasters, and I couldn't get it off obviously because it was so sticky, so I froze them and then popped them out, put them in this little plastic plate and flipped it over, and I've got some really interesting skin happening here. Now this is still sticky, it's not bad, but it is still pretty sticky, and I've got some more over here that I'm going to try and pick up. I don't know how that ended up there. Just if I can swirl it and try and pick it up on my skewer here, will be great. It's just on the plastic, it does not want to work with me, so it's still pretty sticky, see, but it's a pretty yucky color. It's kind of like that, a bit gold, and I don't think I want to do anything with this, so I'm just going to leave it and clean it up. So yeah, I'm just going to work around here. This is the canvas. It's about 30 by 40 centimeters, and I've taped the sides. I double taped the sides because I find that this this particular tape, which is a masking tape, sort of wants to bend a little bit with the weight of the resin, so I've double taped it. I'll be back. I'm just going to mix up some resin and figure out what colors to use around here to create an abstract painting. Oh my goodness, I've actually got a visitor, so I've got to be really quick. I've been mucking around there. Oh, actually it's not too bad, so that's a good thing. I've got some bright gold pigment paste. Oh, sorry, can you see that? It's really bright and shiny and sort of sparkly a little bit, so I don't know how transparent. That's too transparent. I'm going to put some more in there. Use my little trusty spoon. You can really put as much as you want of the powder in. Just put it away from myself so I don't breathe it in. But I'm in a hurry now to get it done. I've got my grandson and my daughter here. They brought me some soup because I was in a hospital yesterday. See, I've been jabbed everywhere because they couldn't find my veins. But I'm okay now, just blood pressure and too much stress, guys. It's not a good thing. Not at all. Very bad thing. Too much stress, worries, and you know, things that affect your body, not just your nerves. So I've got some what is this one? This one is olive gold. It's a metallic, and it's a little bit, it's going to be funny because it's probably about 3 years old, and see how it's going to be clumpy. So what I'll do is I'm just going to heat it up a little bit with my heat gun and loosen it up a little bit. I can still use it as is, but I really want that nice gold that's sort of sitting in the bottom. Ooh, that's hot. So that's better, and even if it's a little bit clumpy, it doesn't worry me because I'm going to be mixing it really well in my cup here. So I'm going with the green because it's got gold in it. That much I think will be fine, and I'm stirring like crazy. But you know what, this platinum super coat is so great because it's self-gassing, so it doesn't really matter that much if you go nuts with your stirring. Oh, look how gorgeous that color is. I actually don't have a lot. This is the color that I created myself. I don't have a lot of it left in the shop, maybe about 5 or 6, but I think those two will go great together as a bit of a geode. And I might even mix up some I don't know, I might even mix some, you know, glitter or something like that. I don't know, we'll see. but I've got to be really quick. So like I said, this is pretty sticky and I want it to stay like that. I'm just going to go around and pour this around. I could use a pipette or even a little syringe, and I've got a few syringes, but I think I'm just going to go carefully and just follow this shape if possible, and then go around with, see, it's not too bad. I haven't primed my canvas. It's advisable to do that. Just going to go around a bit more as it is pulling to the middle, because oh gosh, I just dipped the cup in there. Oh my god, silly me. Got a little bit over excited. Now I've got a dip there. Let's see if I can fix it. Yep. Okay. Right, that's good. Let's go now with a bit of this gold. This gold is absolutely gorgeous. Not the sort of colours that I work with normally, but I think I just want to complement some of the colours that I've got in there. I might even go with some orange. You can see how that's sort of pulling in. And it's starting to thicken up a little bit, but it's still pretty good. It's a warm day. And might even just make some sort of a shape, maybe. A bit more gold here, like that. And I'm really piling it on thick. Once I introduce, like for once, I just wish I would just pour or do these shapes and just leave them as they are. I might have to do that today because I've got my visitors waiting, and I didn't want my little grandbaby here while I'm working, because even though this resin is pretty safe, I just don't like risking things. Let's go around with a nice sort of thin drizzle if possible. And you can just see how resin loves resin, and it just pulls it into itself. I enjoy doing bigger pieces, like even though this is not a huge piece, but it's bigger than a coaster. And absolutely love. See, that's kind of pretty. I think I'm going to mix a little bit more of this gold, just in the same cup. Whoopsie, it's got stuck. This is such a pretty gold, guys. Very pretty and very fine. I just wanted something nice and bright to lift that middle, and I will pour something in the middle, maybe even just clear. Don't know yet, I'll see. Give it a really good stir. And then go again, try not to dip in there. I might even record. I am just making sure. Oh gosh, I'm losing some of that green. Gonna have to fix that. I should have mixed more resin. That green and that gold just look amazing. Let's just do something a bit crazy here now. Just like that. Love that gold. I think I want to have some gold. Let me just pour a little bit of this clear right in the middle, because that will, even though that's sticky, real sticky, this will make it solid. So I'm just going to do that. I will need to mix up some more resin later and just fill in the gaps. That's quite pretty. I think I want to put a little bit of gold just in the middle. Just not too much, just a little bit. And I'll blow it. It's just sitting on top like that. How cool is that? It's quite a light gold. Look at that, sitting right on top. I do want to push this out very gently, because I don't want to scratch that sticky resin down there. And I don't want this top to be too thick, you know what I mean? There we go. How exciting. Okay, so somebody commented, you who know me, you know I like a challenge. There was a lady who commented on my last video where I actually mucked up and tried to save this resin which was sticky, and she said just throw it away, you know, you can't save everything. And you know what, I'm thinking to myself, well, thank you for that, because this is a challenge now and I will show you how I'm going to save it. So, and this little mess that I have down here, it actually looks quite pretty, but it was much prettier. But because I transferred it from one dish to another dish until I decided what I was going to do with it, it's you know, it's changed a lot. But it still looks really pretty. So I'm going to have to do something similar on the outside, try to match these colors and make it a little bit similar, you know. There we go. So you can see everywhere where that resin kind of went into the green. That is not good, because let's put a little bit of pulling to one side. And I don't like that at all. I do not like that. So I'm just going to mix it with my green. Just like that. It actually makes a really nice, I love these lines that you can create. And look at that, straight away character. But the reason why I didn't like it was because it's showing that the clear, it's showing the canvas underneath there, and I don't like that. I want canvas to be hidden. So there you go. So that is that, and I do have a tiny little bit of gold left as well, which I'm going to get some more green over here. Oh shit, sugar, that. Oh, I nearly said a bad word. Get that sorted. And I will pull these lines. What's happening here? The resin's already starting to get a little bit solid, which is great. And if I had more time, I'd play with it more. But this is gonna sort of do its own thing now. And that is still pulling. I have to put something thicker under there. Still pulling to one side. It's just canvas. That's why I don't like working on canvas so much. Just not ideal, is it? But I love pulling these lines. I will put a little bit more like that, because I'm trying to push this green back in place now, like that, and go with the stick and move it around. and it will move and do its own thing. And I'm going to go through this green too, just like that. Make it a continuous sort of thing. And I just want to torch it a little bit just to get those bubbles sorted out. This one here as well, pull that. And that gold, you can see how it sells all by itself. You guys, why didn't you tell me this was happening? I didn't even see. Wanted it to sit up there, you bugger, come on. It wasn't supposed to happen. This is what I'm going to do. When all fails, use your finger. But it shouldn't move this way anymore, I think. I think that'll be it now. Whatever you use, you get a sort of different result. Right, okay. I quite like that. Now let's mix up a little bit more of that green. And I won't have enough resin. That's okay, because I'm going to put another coat over the top of it with some glitter, which will be cool. But for now, I'm just about done. I'm going to go and see my kids. Go play with my grandson. There's that one. Might actually try a little trick, only because I'm intrigued and I would like to try it. Oops. Got a syringe here. Gonna have to clean it immediately. I'm just gonna pour some of this in my syringe. I'll put this thing back in there. Actually, I won't. I'm going to put my finger on there. I'm just going to go sideways. I haven't done this before, you guys, so I don't know what's going to happen. So it's sort of halfway. Get whatever. Let me just put my... I've got my heat gun on a stand here. That happened accidentally. And I can just wave my cup over it while I've got my hands free. Alrighty, so here we go. Come on. Get some more of this in there. Right, sort of half full with this one. And then kind of like half full with this one. Come on. Gosh, I just heated you up. There's not a lot of this gold. So I'm not going to get the effect that I'm after, but I'll try that next time. Righto. And the rest of this gold. Straight over the top. Sorry, green. Which is the olive gold. And then I'm going to pop my syringe sheet thing on there. And release this. Oh, I just had it pop. So try and move it all the way up to the top. I don't know. Gosh, I'm not even in. Look at that, how pretty it is in there. Let's see what happens. Oh, that's cool. That is cool. Of course, there shouldn't be any air bubbles in there. And I've got a nice distribution of gold and green. Yeah, there was an air bubble because I'm coming to the end of it. And wow, that's really cool. I'm going to pop that straight off and I'll show you how I'm going to clean it after. So anyway, I'm just about, oh, that's gorgeous. I'll try that with other colours. I think I like that method, even doing coasters and things. Just going to use up whatever I have randomly. No, you know, special way. I like that. And I'm using the same what's it called? What's it called? My brain's not working. Popsicle stick. Just going around there. Like that. Right, that is it. I've got a lot out. Already got lots of stuff happening. I want to go again with my lines because I like them. And probably in about 4 or 5 hours I will come back and do another coat. It'll be sticky like this bit here, but that's cool. Because I can always, I suppose, if I had a little bit more of this, it would be great, but I don't. So I'll push it up a bit. Okay, that's a really nice pattern underneath there. Heat gun. Oh, stuff everywhere. Oh no, I don't. It's just the cord's all tangled up, twisted. Just the middle. For now. Wow, I know I said I wasn't going to blow it, but I didn't like that gold in the middle, and now I love it. And if it stays like this, it'll be great, but I don't think it will. This mucked up. Ooh, it's so loose now. But the middle over that is just bloody beautiful. And I should have. See, it's even melting that other stuff at the bottom. And I can still go around and do my little lines. They always give a really nice effect, and I've always loved doing this. Okay, so I'm going to leave it now. I'll be back. I'm going to put the last bit of gold there. Right, I go play now. It looks so cool. I'm just going to bring you down real quick so you can see what happens in there. Alright guys, look at that. So that was that crappy sticky resin which I was told to throw away, and you can't save it. So anyway, it's still got a set, so let's see if I'm right. I think I am, but let's see. That gold is sitting on top, but then that clear, you can actually clearly see through the layers of different colors, and then you get all this other goodness, which is really, really cool. Alright, see what I'm telling you about that gold? And that's after I mucked around with the heat gun, but it just wants to surface up, which is great. Bright gold is called, and it's in the shops. It's a new gold, new Le'Rez gold. Just the maze balls. Look at that. Looks like some sort of a creature with an eye and a big snout. Anyway, I'll be back. Right guys, just a quickie while I'm waiting. I did promise to show you how I'm going to clean this one. So I've got a stick here. It's going to fit nicely in here. I'm just going to push it all the way to the top, and I'm going to let it set like that. And then once it's set, it'll come off real easy. With this part here, it's not going to be so easy because I don't have a stick that thin. Actually, alrighty. So I found like this is just the back of a brush, really thin, fits nicely in there, and I'm just going to let it set like that. Put it over here and let it set, and once it's set I should be able to pull one that way and one the other way and it'll be clean. I'll do this for a bit longer. It's looking really interesting. The middle stayed exactly the way I wanted it to stay, so I'm just going to leave it. This color here, I did this off camera and I'm sorry. I just, you know, spare the moment thing. I just had a little bit of that bright gold in there, and I put one drop of candied orange tint, and I got this really gorgeous deep gold, which is really pretty. Just put it here on the side because I wanted to see what it looks like, and it looks great. So interesting. We'll wait for the next step, I guess. Good morning. It's the next morning. Everything is solid, and my sticky part here is solid as well. So how cool is that? Let's have a look at what it looks like underneath. So that's where that soft stuff was. Nothing's sort of leaking through. Not that I thought it would, but you know, you always check these things. Anyway, here's my, I already popped this one out. Oh, doesn't want to come out this way, but it'll come out this way. So here, watch this. See that? Ta-da! That is out. This one I'm going to push. Oh, we can't pull it out that way, but we can do it this way. And then what I can do is just get my trusty alcohol wipe or baby wipe, whatever you have. And what I'll do is I'll just sort of wrap it around here a little bit roughly and just go inside. Oh, it's a bit too thick. Go inside here and just pick up anything else that I think I need to pick up. Straight through there as well. And that's it, clean. And I also wiped the top of it. Where is it? Here it is. So I wiped that just with a wipe yesterday, so it's nice and clean, and I can use it again. Let's see how it goes. See that? And if I had any, which I did, I had a couple of bits that I didn't sort of didn't stick to the stick, that'll be popped off. See? With this, the rubber on this this thing. So there you have it. Clean, and I will possibly use it again today. I do have some really big ones. You know, guys, I will show you some jumbo syringes. Okay, so here you go. Look at this, mama. 150 milliliters up to there. So you can bring it up to 150, 160, 170 milliliters. Big one. And I suppose you can cut this. Bring it all the way up here, cut it. And there's another big mama. 350 milliliters. That, whoopsie. That goes there. So you can make that hole a bit smaller. Look at that. I use these for all kinds of things, but 300 milliliters. Gosh, that is about 2 of these cups. Okay, so there you have it. I just thought I'll show you because there's so many things that you can do, and these are real easy to clean because they're wide, obviously. So there's so many options out there that you can do.